Hey, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and today we're going to be talking about why you should be excited for Amazon's new sandbox MMORPG, New World. Now, before we get really into the meat and taters of the video, I do need to disclose that I am a part of their content creator program. Now, I haven't signed anything officially, but I'm pretty sure the ball's rolling. We've been in Discord calls. I've literally flown out there. I've got the hoodie, okay. I've actually been entwined with the development of the game. We helped, actually criticize it, improve the game, and I can't actually give you any sort of information on the actual gameplay, really. I can only tell you what has already been, put out onto the internet because NDA, right? I am playing the game in pre-alpha currently. As of this moment, I am. And as well, I did play it, obviously, when I went to Amazon Studios in Irvine, California. Fantastic stuff, fantastic people. I got to meet a lot of cool YouTubers there, such as Nerd Slayer, Lazy Peon. Fantastic stuff. Had a lot of fun. And I plan to continue to have fun, but I did need to disclose that bias here because I like to be more critical, I like to speculate on games upcoming, and I like to be a little bit more harsh, cut my teeth, actually being really mean toward a lot of games. So I want to continue that, but obviously, as a content creator, as a fan of the game already, as somebody who is intertwined with their content creator plan, I've got a lot of reasons why I want to like this game. And actually, saying all that, which I would normally disclose anyways, it actually kind of comes back to the point of this video, of the main reason why I want to talk about New World right now, and for these reasons, is because I am a content creator, and you have to realize that who is making New World, which is Amazon, which owns Twitch, which absolutely is going to come into play. Now, everyone is a critic, everyone is a content creator when you are an MMO player. You are part of the content. And nowadays, anybody can stream, anybody can make, footage, and anybody can share anything right now. And so this partnership, or this, it's not really a partnership, it's like literally Twitch, Amazon, and New World, it's all the same entity. This is going to create something different. This is going to have a different community experience, and that's why, as an MMO player, as an MMO YouTuber, as an MMO, vet, I guess you could say, this is exciting, because what makes MMO special? Let's all say it together. The online community, the massively multiplayer online communities of these games and playing together. That experience is special. So now let's intertwine that with Twitch, let's intertwine that with the publishing power of Amazon, and what are we gonna get? Probably something special. Now, I am tiptoeing around the mechanics of the game. I think real quick, I can say, really, hopefully not dipping too far in, but I could say that it has an interesting Souls-like combat experience. I believe other people who got to play at Gamescom did mention that, I can say that. As well as it's set in colonial times, sort of, kind of, alternate reality sort of thing, with magic. There is going to be magic and ghost and, stuff like that. Bestial monsters that, I can't wait for you guys to actually see and get into. But other than that, I can't say anything else. All I can say is I am playing it. I did play it. We helped test it. I met a lot of cool people. It was fun with that event. And going forward, a lot of content creators, a lot of MMO players, a lot of sandbox YouTubers and streamers, we're getting together and we're playing the game. So you can't expect that, at least the focus that they have for the game is they want to do a right proper sandbox and MMO. They got sandbox YouTubers and they got MMO YouTubers. And in some cases, specifically sandbox MMO YouTubers. So, with that focus in mind, I think they're going to create a game that is going to fill a niche that we haven't had filled in a while. We've had a lot of survival games, technically, and we have games that almost, blend. We have Rust, we have Rend upcoming, which can almost be an MMO or have specific MMO servers. We have, Conan Exiles, things like that have emerged and have tried to fill that niche. But in the end, they just kind of become another survival game. They do well, but I think that New World for the MMO crowd is big. Survival MMOs have been really shoved down. Let alone sandbox MMOs, and let alone the medieval, lifestyle MMOs. I don't know what to call those. You get Gloria Victis, Life is Feudal. We have a few others, Mortal Online, that have just been dumpstered. Nobody plays them. So a game like this definitely can stand triumphantly on top of the hill. I believe so. I believe it could be the king. And at the same time, for survival games, I think one thing that holds them back generally is that they have this limited player count, especially in the case of Rend, I think is going to be very detrimental if they don't enhance that. So now we're bringing this to a massive scale, and I can't, I want to keep going and divulging more because it's actually really cool, but I can't. NDA, okay, let's calm down, Sky. But just face value, what it means, bullet point list, when Twitch, Amazon, New World, all this together as an entity, what it means in the genre that it's going to fill. which is definitely emptying, and definitely I think players are disparagingly trying to find a new MMO period, let alone this unique type of MMO, which we do see some upcoming. You know, Glory Victus is still upcoming, a few others, but again, they just, oh my god, there's so little players, there's so little people, you know, actually playing those games. Darkfall is another one. And yet there's so many people talking about them. There's so many people making content on them. There's so much people just really wanting these games to do good and be awesome. But you know what? I think if we had a chance for this unique blend of genres and this actual particular highly competitive actual like style of gameplay, I think the one that can spearhead through it and become like the king of the castle is going to be New World. Not only that, I just think it's going to hit a lot of things that a lot of people really want. With the Souls-like combat in an MMO, that's sexy. Hardcore, you know, sandbox survival stuff, yeah, a lot of people want that in a proper MMO setting and actually done right with good servers and actual, like, good, you know, proper fluid gameplay, all that good stuff. Then I think Amazon actually has the opportunity to do that. And then people want that Twitch community, that Twitch interaction, that live. They want an MMO that's actually fun to watch, to stream, and all that good stuff. Now, I can't say if it's, you know, actually succeeding at that right now, but what I can say is if any company is going to make an MMO that actually kind of looks good to watch, then I think it would be Amazon. You know what I'm saying, guys? So I actually do have an editorial coming talking about that. You know, how most MMO just suck to watch. They suck to really participate in with the YouTube community. It's just really ugly. There's so much noise in MMOs, and they're not really focused on what they want to do. There's just a million things going on the screen, and you know, there's just way too many things going on with too many classes that in the end just feel the same anyways. And I don't know. I'm really excited for this hyper-focused, quite uniquely visualized version of this highly tried and true, you know, genre or the subset of genres. Like we've seen survival games. Oh my god, yes, so many. Yes, I get it. We've seen a lot of MMOs, even a lot of sandbox MMOs. They generally fail. I get that, guys. But combine them together and assume that they have just that unique hyper-focus, you know, that the guild play that we would like in sandbox MMOs, as well as actually in survival games, and the requirement to really cooperate in order to engage in PvP and to engage in PvE as well. A PvEVP game proper would be pretty great. Now, I don't know what the future truly has in store for this game, NDA or otherwise. I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. However, as a content creator, I'm extremely excited to play this game because I feel, even if I wasn't part of the program, I just feel that a game that runs in tandem with Twitch would be one of the most open, would have probably one of the most vocal communities, and would give us the tools as guild leaders and as community leaders, or just random players actually, those social tools and the social requirements in-game mechanically to really properly have a good, massively multiplayer online experience. So, that's pretty much what I can talk about. Again, I know we talk about the publishing aspect for MMOs a lot, and quite often, yeah, out of my ass a little bit. And we never know which direction a game's gonna go in, good or bad. All we can do is kind of assume. However, I can say uniquely from my perspective here, being invited out to actually critique and you know, review the game and play the game and that kind of thing, that's kind of special. Generally, that's not the case. Just to end cap this video, I will say that generally, whenever we get invited, I'm saying we, like streamers, YouTubers, when we get invited to stuff, it's more like recently when I went to San Francisco for the Bless event. We went there not really to review the game at all, which I kind of wish we were, but we were there to, you know, play the game, and they give us little snippets of cool gameplay, and for us to hype it up. You know, we make videos, we stream. My streams had like hundreds of viewers. It was freaking awesome. It was a cool time. But that's generally it, and that's kind of a light affair. But this time, Amazon seems to really be focused on that absolute community effort, something that I kind of lightly liked about Bless, but now, to a degree I've never seen before, never heard about before, freaking Amazon Studios is doing something just a little bit extra and special. So, I'm hoping the game turns out great. I'm hoping that in the end, it really does satisfy the craving that we have, which generally, you know, there's a lot of games out there that kind of do this, but I think that New World is the game that's an actual serious, legitimate AAA attempt at this, which we desperately need in the MMO genre. I think we can all agree on that. And definitely, you know, the survival players, and new survival game, always fun to jam to, right? Even if it's not great. So I think it's going to be fun to play, and I think it's going to be fun to see the development of it, but I genuinely think in terms of community, the MMO community, I think that this is exciting. And if you like MMOs in general, and if you like playing online games, then this game and what it's going to do in terms of its community aspects is kind of cool. And that's really all I gotta say. So, thanks for watching, guys. Friends and family, my name is Skylent, and yes, I will be playing New World. I'm literally playing now, but as soon as possible, I'll be giving you more information, screenshots, videos. I'll be dishing that out, absolutely. Try to do it before anybody else. And New World is definitely a game that I will be maining. Unless it just completely erupts in flames, I will actually be playing this quite considerably, especially with my background in, Dark Souls and Souls-like gameplay, For Honor, fighting games like that, brawlers, I like to call them, and of course MMOs, and sandbox games even. So that's how they found me, a top 10 with sandbox games. They're like, yeah, that guy's got some cool opinions, we'll get him in on here. So I like these kind of games, I always have. Despite what you guys think, I'm just critical about games like this because I do care, and I am so passionate. I am critical about sandbox games like Darkfall and etc. Life is Feudal especially, I rage quit that review. I'm so passionate and critical because I love it, man. I love it. And passion can go both ways, in terms of toxicity and hype. So, regardless, what I can ask now, guys, is I hope you're excited, and I hope you keep the hype alive. But if you do have any issues and problems that might arise, let me know in the comments below. Please and thank you, guys. Anyways, all I can ask you, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.